I was awoken by a foul smell, with the vibes of being in a prison cell, with memory inmates getting they stomp on, because two crazy inmates in the open wanted to jack they bone. Let me not open my eyes, I might be in the twilight zone. I go through dimensions, traveling, trying to get back in my lane. Ran and saw a baby begging for attention, the vision was insane. All he wanted is diaper change, no overall, he was being treated inhumane. Realized I had to pee and come to my sense. Back in my right dimensional zone, it's not the twilight, but it's on the fence. I hear crazy random stories every day. It's a brute day, these niggas acting out and this ain't no play. Friends shooting and stabbing each other up and each other's girls. Seem like I live in combinations of Fight Club, Motto Out West, Cowboy and Orgy Worlds. The places we gather are too small and we in it way too deep for people to walk around like Chuck Norris and Charles Bronson on a Windy City mob suite. This is violence, where there's common sense. The problem is, you can't tell the ops. Is it other hoods, neighbors, friends, family, or the cops? Everybody gangsta, including the PD. Gangs of lone wolves, nobody wants to see. Rolling through the neighborhood on the creek, like deputized regulators. On a Windy City mob suite. Church steps out, overheard conservation that sounded pretty deep. Brother talking to his sister and it didn't seem like they were asleep. Chirac war mentality moving around my region like a pandemic sweep. Hey, they want to shepherd these wolves up like sheep. The youth out here wildin' out, they can't see past 6 feet. 18, 21, or 25, either way to the system, they still fresh meat. But son, they had to get a penitentiary vet that could teach them how to properly greet. Because if the parents can't raise them to stay the wheel, lock them up for a while and show them the real. The snakes and scared sheep amongst the wolves will cut a secret deal. Then you got a unit of shitty, cause working undercover cheap as Deputy Barney because they are a joke. So what they handle is you ask me. If they nut up and kill somebody local, law the FBI will take no responsibility. Just another drove casualty, and these are people out here saying they protecting the community. Maybe just one side, the other side they are rolling up bone deep with an excuse for banging and kicking down doors on Windy City mob suite. This is violence, where that common sense. The problem is you can't tell the ops. Is it other hoods, neighbors, friends, family, or the cops? Everybody gangsta, including the PD. Gangs of lone wolves, nobody wants to see. Rolling through the neighborhood on the creek, at deputized regulators. On a Windy City mob suite. On a Windy City mob suite. Uneducated people and fake politicians talking about police reform. All of that is just more money for them to continue their Nazi-like brutality blitzkrieg storm. I guess I would kill another group too relentlessly while being seen as a hero by the majority of the people in media in my country. Especially if I got a full retirement pension and donation, making it seem like I won the lottery. Fuck that, money ain't good money. I refuse to participate in savagery. I don't want bad juju following me. If they put that voodoo or voodoo on you, they can't help you medically. You'll have to find a priest or priestesses and hope that they are sympathy. Then they may be able to only tell you go find a voodoo man or woman that place to curse. But at least you'll have gotten that big purse. Alonzo Harris is your best outcome. Worst come to worst, even if you Jake, you still in too deep. And J reading all coppers, urine screenings, and blood alcohol levels. They should take a peep along with their social media pages before they send them out on a Windy City mob sweep. This is violence, where that common sense. The problem is you can't tell the ops. Is it other hoods, neighbors, friends, family, or the cops? Everybody gangsta, including the PD. Gangs of lone wolves, nobody wants to see. Rolling through the neighborhood on the creek, like deputized regulators. On a Windy City mob suite. On a Windy City mob suite. This is violence, well that's common sense. The problem is you can't tell the ops. Is it other hoods, neighbors, friends, family, or the cops? Everybody gangsta, including the PD. Gangs of lone wolves, nobody wants to see. Rolling through the neighborhood on the creek, like deputized regulators on a Windy City mob suite. With a kingmaker in town, you can say that he's new. I can't say new sheriff, because that's not what he do. He a Mac MC or a minister of control. He brings solutions. Superhero figure coming through time to show you how to take action. Enemy strike a brother, they're gunning them down. We marching circles around and around. These people laugh at us because we look like one big ass circus clown. And we at the courthouse in the middle of town. I'm not saying go first with violence, cause I be damned if they don't prefer the reactions of May 11th and September 15, 1963 in Birmingham. So you gotta be careful when dealing with the master killers and thieves, or you'll find the trees bearing the same strange fruit with the blood on the leaves. None of this will work, this will not do, this is not how it's done. Come take a ride with me back to 1941, when the others sucked us in the total world war conflict over power distribution. We blacks had our internal struggles like other, but we were as one. A woman gave birth in Chicago to a boy she deeply loved as a son. She showed great courage and passed it to other black women. Sparked a revolt with a noble act. around 14 years after the Pearl Harbor attack. She showed her son got murdered brutally in Mississippi, and that rally the masses of black. Started months later in Montgomery when bus drivers and white men wouldn't get tied since the slack. United the black people of Montgomery and native cities pockets deep. You got sacrificed together as one family to have an effective Windy City mob sweep. They infiltrated with cash payments to individuals, then broke us up in 1968. But if we get reunited, it will feel so good, and we can rise once again to be great.
This is violent, well that's common sense. The problem is you can't tell the odds. Is it other hoods, neighbors, friends, family, or the car? Everybody gangster, gangster, including the PD. Gangs of lone wolves nobody wants to see. Rolling through the neighborhood on the creek, like deputized regulators on a Windy City mob sweep. This is violent.